On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors, at power forward, Wilt Chamberlain. At shooting guard, Carmelo Anthony.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at Fiserv Forum. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Well, Kevin Durant, the all-time leading scorer in the history of the U.S. men's team, said that experience informs his approach in the NBA, adding, quote, in that environment, you have to check your ego and even take a step back in order for the team to be good. Everybody brings their part, and everybody's valuable.
Yeah, that's a great perspective, Allie. Thank you. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Warriors, they're still the top team in this league, sitting at number 1.
When I look at Milwaukee, they're on a roll, showing a lot of confidence in themselves. The fans are energized, too. We'll see if they can keep it up.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. And for the Bucks, they've got Kevin Durant and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. Here in the middle part of the season, Grant, what are the biggest challenges for players?
Well, B.A., it's mental, physical, and emotional fatigue. Night in and night out, you have to stay focused. But the amount of games teams play, all those back-to-backs, traveling across the country, bringing it every time out can be difficult.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Now here's Tatum. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Outside Durant. Out to the right wing. Here's Wade. The shot no good. Tatum with some nice D. Oh, there's the alley. And here they come. Here's Durant. It's blocked. And he recovers it. Thompson outside. Misses the three.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
To the wing on the left. Back to Tatum. Anthony outside. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Golden State with a rebound. There's Tatum with the 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one.
You know, and where the Bucks seem to dominate every year is on the glass, particularly at the defensive end. Number 1 in the league the last 4 seasons.
Here's Russell, and then Russell with the dunk.
He may give up a little size, but has to bounce to hold his own.
Antetokounmpo finds Anthony. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
Pass to Wade. Back to Thompson. And there's the screen. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Anthony. Grant, I guess, for the Bucks. Hey, you can't teach size.
And they're good fundamentally as well, B.A. I mean, they block out, they fight to maintain position. If you're going to beat them, it probably won't be with second chance points.
Here's Pippen. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Timeout called, the Warriors. And now let's turn the spotlight on the NBA's highest scoring teams. The Bucks, number 1. The Warriors, 2nd.
Stacking up big point totals is something both of these teams do with ease. There'll be an interesting matchup with all of that offensive talent on the floor.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot to end the cold streak. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Everybody knows Giannis is elite, but just in case you have any doubt, he's got a trophy case you need almost the whole team to lift.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, Clark, Antetokounmpo's awards certainly do put him in some rare company.
Along with Jordan and Hakeem the Dream, BA, I mean, Giannis is one of 3 players ever to win MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. Rarefied air indeed.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game, and he gets that one.
Nice find that time from Carmelo. We know he's a scorer, but that time did a good job finding the open teammate.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Wade. In his last outing, 16 points for him. On the wing, Durant. Takes a 13-footer. No luck on that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won one.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Now here's Thompson, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. On the wing, Thompson drains the triple.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA, and we might be talking the all-time list here.
Pass to Chamberlain. Antetokounmpo outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
The Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
He's a nightly triple-double threat, and I think Giannis is the most unguardable player in the game.
Pass to McGrady. Back to Payton from outside the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Warriors trailing. Here's Yao. Here's Iverson. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Bucks have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Pass to Payton. Here's McGrady. George defending. McGrady, good.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
Here's Iverson. Here's Yao. Lays it up and banks it in.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to McGrady. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Paul George.
McGrady clearly a shoot-first type of player, which forces defenses to get aggressive with him defensively.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And grants so much young talent for the Warriors. Many said they should trade for veterans, but they resisted.
And they won a title anyways. I mean, with the salary cap perhaps their greatest obstacle, having contributors on cost-controlled rookie contracts sure helps.
He drops it from range.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
There's a screen. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Carter. Three-pointer. Kears can't get to it.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Here's McGrady. He got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
And please give a big round of applause for your Bucks Youth Dance Team.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Tatum against Durant. Pass to Wade. Right wing. 6 to shoot. Floats one. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he jams it home with authority.
Boy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's length really makes him a threat on the offensive glass.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Durant against George. Pass to Anthony. To the inside. Mourning. Got a piece of it.
Got to be aware of where Kareem is now. He's an intimidating, effective presence protecting the rim.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Jason Tatum added muscle to his frame and layers to his game, but still not satisfied. He said, quote, "I just got to be better. I have to elevate my level from being one of the top 10 to 15 players to a top 5 player. I got to make everybody else around me better. Brian, still work to do."
And plenty of runway to do it, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Anthony. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Bucks. Throws it up high. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You look at Thompson. He's in third in voting. It looks like he's going to earn a spot in the three-point contest.
And he's going to be dangerous. 100% he could win it in what should be an absolutely loaded field.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Here's Pierce. Pass to Wade. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing as the skill that most excites me.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Durant with it. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And the Bucks miss again.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Anthony outside. Pass to Chamberlain. And stolen by Durant. Now Carter. Now Durant. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Wade, pounded by Tatum. Antetokounmpo, left side. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Really confident from the interior because of his length and strength. Giannis feels like he can score from anywhere, anytime.
Here's Wade, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14 and a half a game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Timeout called, the Warriors. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
Pass to Peyton. They set the screen. And here's Russell. Shoots from 12. That one a little long. Here's Iverson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
They're also being so active there with their hands on defense. It's paying off with a lot of steals already tonight.
Here's McGrady. The three from Thompson. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Here's McGrady. He's guarded by Anthony. Thompson passes to Russell. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You know, individually, Russell affects the game in so many ways, but as a teammate, I just think he elevates everybody else's play, makes them better.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Warriors leading. And here is Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. 40 seconds left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Yao. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yao is such a big guy, and his physicality that time rewarded.
First free throw is good. George, he's checked in for the Warriors. Good on both.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Thompson for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Here's Iverson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he drops it in from the low post.
There are nights that Antetokounmpo can reach a level.
Thanks very much, Alec. And
greetings, everybody. The stories so far revolving around Giannis, the Greek freak, in fine form tonight.
Shooting at an incredible rate. Man, he's making all the right choices, forcing the defense to find him each trip down the floor.
Yeah, in this case, the numbers do tell the story. And now that we're a ways into the season, and that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
we've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Klay Thompson, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Pippen, no good. The Bucks trail. Here's Wade. Pass to Russell. The three. The shot off that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the third highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Hammers the lob through.
How about Wade showing you the big-time bounce? Boy, what an explosive player he is.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him. There's Tatum with the 3. They grab their own miss. Chamberlain laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, right there, on display, the power and body control of big Wilt Chamberlain. He just shrugs off contact as if it doesn't even exist.
Now here's Durant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Pippen. Antetokounmpo finds Anthony. Over Durant. The kick to Tatum. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. Tatum's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Here's Wade. 6 points for him. Durant with it. Pass to Thompson. Over Anthony. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Pippen. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Pippen's so creative at drawing fouls. Just baits the defenders into fouling him so he can get to the line.
And he can't get the first one. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways. But giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for their matchup with the Knicks, it's going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
Second free throw, no good.
Boy, McGrady, an elite talent. I mean, a remarkable athlete. Tremendous bounce and speed and strength. And he continues to get better.
Now here's Anthony. Goes up on the baseline. And that one drops for him. Anthony's got his second basket on the night.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Bucks. They love where they stand right now. First place.
Seeing where the Bucks are, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Tatum, good.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Klay Thompson comes in for Peyton. Now Thompson. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. All right, quickly here, let's look at the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 1, Milwaukee. In third, the Warriors.
And both of these teams know how to score, evidenced by how fluid both squads are on offense and how they run their sets.
Pass to Chamberlain. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
Now here's Durant. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Pippen. Thompson with a steal. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Durant. Left side, Russell. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock. And there's Russell on the assist by Thompson. Russell's got 7 points in the game. You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Greg.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well. And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Stripped it away. And they're pushing it up. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, Iverson can dish it out just about as well as he can score it. I mean, instinctively finding the ready shooter there.
Durant, the pass to Russell. Here's Wade, hounded by Tatum. The teardrop. Wade misses. And he's going for the oop here.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, up 19. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Golden State. 4 on the clock. Durant, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
From 9 feet out. Here's Chamberlain. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
The way they've been chasing after their shots in this game is really admirable. Getting them lots of second chance looks at the basket, too.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Durant with a screen on Tatum. Here's Wade, hounded by Tatum. The 3 from Thompson. Warriors with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. They set the pick. And Grant, as NBA players start to have more of a platform, we still hear those who say, shut up and dribble. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's silly and it's unfortunate. And if you don't like it, then change the channel. But players today, matter of fact, everybody today has a voice through their social media channels. And it just so happens that NBA players have large platforms that reach people all over the world.
Now, don't expect the players to be anything other than themselves. Pulls it from 20, and Thompson gets it to go.
Defense wants to guard Thompson close so he can cleverly shake them off with a pick to get a shot.
Anthony against Thompson.
What you say?
Wow.
My goodness. Come on now.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Durant, the pass to Russell. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Chamberlain, and there's the rejection.
Great timing there. Outstanding instincts by Bill Russell. Then the long reach. It's a wrap.
There's a screen. Free throw line jumper. Wade misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Chamberlain. Anthony up top. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Inside, Anthony runs into some contact, but he stays strong and focused and finds a way to work through it.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
It's good on the putback.
Really crashing that offensive glass, the instincts, the long arms, the quickness of jump. Russell kills you with second chance points.
Here's Tatum. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Here's Wade. Pass to Russell. It's deflected.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. And to add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Will Chamberlain.
Anthony in the post, working on Thompson, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. No good on that one.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
4-3. Fires in the triple. Anthony's got 9 points now in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Fade away. Payton's shot is good.
Gary Payton very comfortable from this range.
There's 1:34 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Iverson, and there's the lob. Yow, good.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Warriors.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Here's Yao, guarded by Russell. Yao shot is off.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
Outside Carter. Slammed in by Carter.
And Carter, well known for his throwdown ability. Superb at rising up and punishing the rim.
Anthony outside. Here's Iverson. It's George on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up at the elbow. Off target with a shot. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much. Now, you know Giannis Antetokounmpo has one of sports' best nicknames, the Greek Freak. He said, when I first heard it, I was like, what's going on? Why am I a freak now? But then I realized it was about my athleticism and the things I can do. And so I embraced the nickname. I love it, and it's a part of me now. Kevin?
It's a terrific one. David, thanks. He does stand out. Wow. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. We've got Chamberlain. Jason Tatum is out there with Anthony. Then it's Pippen, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5 spot. And for New York, Booker out there with Magic Johnson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Duncan, and it's Embiid in at the 5. Now we know the players enjoy the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Tatum kicks to Anthony. Chamberlain with a screen on Booker. Duncan with the block, and he's able to get it back.
Yeah, good job in taking it right at them.
The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76. And there's a lot you can say about Golden State's offensive abilities, but their defense is also razor sharp. They know how to control the flow of the game.
And that's going to be a travel.
Warriors ball.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Pass to Anthony. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And some might go as far, Greg, is saying Golden State's defense is underrated.
It is kind of overlooked at times, and their shooting is so exceptional it hides everything else, like how they can dominate the glass defensively.
Now here's Anthony. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Anthony, the pass to Tatum. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
No good from Booker.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Tatum. We saw him with 10 points last game. Kick out to Giannis. It's rebounded by New York.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
Anthony against Booker. Over Anthony. Again, the miss by Booker. The Warriors have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Outside Tatum. Passes it to Carmelo. And Anthony gets double teamed. Johnson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. Chamberlain a screen. The kick out to Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
3 points.
And Tatum's accuracy makes him an easy option here. You can trust him to knock it down.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Giannis passes to Chamberlain. Golden State moving the ball around. Tatum no good.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Here's Doncic. And just miss after miss right now.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down hard.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stepped below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Now, here's Johnson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Booker with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
It's stolen by Duncan. Johnson against Tatum. And the rejection by Giannis. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
5 to shoot. The 3 for Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chamberlain got his 4th rebound in this one. Embiid against Tatum. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Johnson. Chamberlain, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for New York. 9-point game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo after the miss from Joel Embiid. The pass to Tatum. Doncic with the steal. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's Embiid, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Pippen.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer. So you just can't hack away at it.
A different look for New York. Kemp's checked in for Duncan. Bird comes in for Doncic. And Mullins subbed in for Booker. Different look here for the Warriors. Yao, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mourning comes in for Chamberlain. Paul George is checked in for Anthony. And Iverson's subbed in for Tatum. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
Warriors leading by 7. And George kicks to Pippen. And the Warriors miss again.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Bird looking it over. Now the feed to Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Here's Iverson. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So with Duncan sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Bird is out there with Kemp. Then it's Mullen. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Ewing in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's George. After Magic Johnson's miss, George dishes to Mourning. Rebounded by Kemp.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Beard, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Duncan, he's checked in for Kemp. Doncic comes in for Bird. And it's Devin Booker in for Magic Johnson. It's Pippen on the wing. Back to Anthony. Pass to Tatum. Chamberlain with a screen on Booker. Tatum wide open. He fires one. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Mullen against Anthony. Mullen's shot is off.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Out to Anthony. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Now Ewing. Scottie Pippen missing from long range. Ewing finds Booker. For three. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look, and see if they can keep that up.
And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek Freak.
Now here's Anthony. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one hits back iron. Knicks trail by 9. Outside Mullen. Here's Booker. 14 points from him the last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. To stop the drought, and the Knicks miss again.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Now here's Tatum. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. Antetokounmpo's got 7.
Well, statistically, he's a better rebounder at the defensive end, but this time Giannis extending, getting that extra possession and putting it down.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Here they are, fans.
Embiid comes in for Patrick Ewing. And it's Johnson in for Devin Booker. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's Doncic missing. Warriors leading by 11. And here's Giannis from outside. And they'll get another chance. Chamberlain down low. Duncan is there. Pippen, the pass to Tatum. Just 4 to shoot. Good D by Johnson.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Feeds it to Embiid. That shot off. Giannis with some nice D's. Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, not only being just an all-around more improved player, Giannis has taken some huge strides in terms of building his body up.
Kemp's checked in for New York. Bird comes in for Mullen. And then for Golden State, Yao. He's checked in for Chamberlain. Paul George comes in for Pippen. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Jason Tatum. Free throw good. Giannis.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Johnson finds Bird. Over George. New York, no good that time either.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
He feeds it to Carmelo. And the Warriors miss again. Knicks trail by 14. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded by Kemp. Here's Anthony. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Anthony's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Carmelo Anthony operating in the mid-range is just danger zone. You got to put your defense at DEFCON 1.
Johnson up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Anthony kicks to Iverson. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Embiid sets the pick for Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
First team foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Johnson. And the Warriors making a change here. And Johnson drops them both. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Bird against George. Fires the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think we've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing good.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous...
They need to give more energy and effort on the boards. The rebounding delta has been...
Changing things up now, let's take a glance at the upcoming schedule.
This string of games, it looks like there are some gimmies. But
Thanks for joining us. Now let's talk...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Pippen. Antetokounmpo is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Anthony, and it's Tatum in at the 1. Just 3 to shoot. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. Booker's got the first bucket of the third here for New York.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers.
Warriors lead. As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Now Johnson. Booker dishes to Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First personal foul. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York. He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 6. From 12 feet out. Warriors with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 8 now on the night. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Doncic outside. Johnson, the pass to Doncic. With 3, Booker. They get a hand on it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Tatum with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Great D that time from Duncan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. What on Pippen? Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
That free throw good from Doncic.
A generational talent. Doncic able to carry a team and make others around him better.
Patrick Ewing's checked in for Joel Embiid. All free throws good from Doncic. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Breaker dash through.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Luka Doncic.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Anthony on the wing, defended by Booker. Second shot opportunity. The Knicks pull it in.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Pass to Duncan. Shoots over Chamberlain. No good from Duncan. And so Giannis will bring it up for Golden State. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one. The Knicks making a switch here. Bird's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Morning's checked in for Pippen. And Iverson's subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers. Giannis poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
Inside, Duncan. Tries again. Goes up again. He's off on that one. And Golden State will come the other way.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Booker against Iverson. Stolen by Bird. Second chance shot, and Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got his first points of the night.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And Giannis gets it to go.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Duncan with a screen on Iverson. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
And right now, let's watch that terrific shot.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Kemp's checked in for Ewing. Yao, he's checked in for the Warriors. Paul George comes in for Antetokounmpo. Booker draws the double. Three-pointer, Bird traps in the tray.
Love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
23.
And here's George for 3. It's good from long range. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Booker against Iverson. Duncan with the screen for Booker. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Mourning. Duncan against Iverson. Tatum on the wing. No good on the triple.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Shawn Kemp. Mourning a screen on Johnson. And here's Tatum for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
3-point goal.
Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
Tatum no good. Booker outside. There's the dish to Johnson. Here's Duncan. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Duncan's got 4 this quarter. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Warriors leading by 8. So with Ewing sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Magic Johnson is out there with Booker, and it's Duncan. Then there's Embiid, and it's Doncic in at the 3 spot.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for that.
Great positioning on the putback.
Leaving no doubt, Duncan gets the rebound and powers that one home.
Down low. Here's Anthony. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Tatum kicks to Anthony. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Chamberlain with a screen on Booker. Anthony, the pass to Chamberlain. Outside Anthony, and he gets it back. Tatum against Johnson. For 3, Pippen. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
New York calls timeout.
It's time for T-shirt.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now Booker. Scottie Pippen missing from long range. Booker against Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Golden State. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. To the paint. Here's Anthony outside for Pippen. 3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Pippen's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Warriors.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Doncic. Duncan outside. Duncan with the screen on Tatum. Here's Johnson. And Pippen pulls it down. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Booker looking around. The 3 for Doncic. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Drills it from outside.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
New York takes timeout.
For your next Breaker Dance Crew. For your next City Dancer.
Played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Duncan finds Booker. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Now here's Giannis. He dishes it to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Booker against Anthony. Here's the teardrop.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
And stolen by Chamberlain. 1:49 left in the fourth. Pass to Anthony. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Free throw, good, Booker.
Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Ewing's checked in for Embiid. Kemp comes in for Duncan. Bird, he's checked in for Doncic. And Mullins subbed in for Magic Johnson. Both free throws good from Booker. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Now here's Iverson. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Here's Yao. The rebound by Ewing. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here's Bird on target from 13 feet.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoot from the right block. Yao, that's good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
You know, I try not to think about it that much. My mind says do my job, do whatever it takes to help my team win, and all I get about is that we got to win.
Love the humble brag, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.